I'm Big Cal and welcome to my world. Today a non-gaming pickups video. Not very often I do these as I tend to buy mostly video games, but got a few very exciting things to show. At least they're exciting for me. They're not for you, then screw you. It's my stuff, my video. I can have it whatever I want. Okay, first up is lovely new monitor. I had a 19-inch flat screen monitor for a very long time. It wasn't very high quality when I bought it. I literally bought it because I needed one desperately, because my old monitor got broken. Because right above where my monitor is, the ceiling there, in the loft or the attic, whatever you want to call it, up there, there was a large water tank that would, heat up the hot water and the radiators and things. We've got a combi boiler now, so that doesn't happen. But anyway, yeah, we had the big water boiler, the big water tank, sorry, and it leaked. And it leaked directly onto my old monitor at the time. And of course it broke the monitor. So I had to buy one quickly and cheaply, so I picked up 19-inch monitor at the time. It was like 90 quid. So I got it, and it did its job for a long time. It did. It was a decent monitor, but the last year or so I've noticed the colour starting to fade a little bit. The on button was completely broken. Couldn't turn it off. Would have to rely on turning off automatically after like 5 minutes or so, and obviously just turning off at the plug at night. So that was a pain in the arse, and I decided I'd saved up some money. I could afford one. So I had a look. Nice 24-inch Dell monitor here. Apparently Dell are really good at making monitors these days. That's great. He got my friend to help me out to show me what to get, because there's all these different panel types, and all he told me was basically don't buy a TN panel type. A TN, I think, yeah, whatever. So basically I got this one, really nice. The first one I bought arrived, set it up, was faulty, had a big black line down the side. So luckily the seller that I bought it from through Amazon was very good about it. Sent them pictures of what it was. They contacted Dell directly for me. 2 days later, brand new monitor arrived. Very happy with that, and the quality is fantastic. It's full HD, of course. The faulty monitor I thought looked fantastic apart from the black line. As soon as I set this monitor up, the difference in colour and all that and quality from the faulty monitor was insane. So very much loving this. Get to watch Blu-rays on it and things like that, because I got a Blu-ray drive not too long ago. Really nice to be able to watch them on my computer rather than having to set up my PS3 and my PS4, watch them on the TV and lay in bed. Sometimes I like doing that. Sometimes I like to sit on here, maybe watch a Blu-ray, and maybe even not have it full screen so I can do other things. I like to multitask. Yeah, so lovely new monitor, very pleased with that. Also bought, on screen, a new mouse. Nothing special, just a cheapo one basically. You got your basic scroll wheel, you got the back and forward buttons, for the interwebs there on the side. It says Shark Force, it's cool. And obviously you can change the DPIs through different settings. Usually have it on the fastest one. Then I slow it down if I'm doing like something in Photoshop, just to get a bit more control with editing. The reason I got that is because my old mouse, when you clicked once, it would register 2 or 3 clicks. Not very good whatsoever. I also got a nice new keyboard here, and this one is a mechanical keyboard, so I don't know what it's like on the camera, but sounds so good when you type it. So much better than the ordinary, bog standard keyboards where you press them down. It's a little like rubber thing. This is all mechanical, really nice. Doesn't have a number pad on the side, which I didn't notice until I got it, and I tried to press the numbers on the side and ended up hitting the desk. But it doesn't bother me. I'm already used to it now. It's very nice. Has all the colours as well, but wasn't interested in that particularly, but it's just nice to have them. So I'm very happy with that keyboard. It was very cheap as well for a mechanical keyboard. I think it was 29 quid. So that's good, because usually like £60 upwards. So I was thinking maybe for that price it might not be very good, but I bought it to try it, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, my computer has been upgraded a little bit then. Also, like I said, I got the Blu-ray player a while back, and the system is still running great. I got the new graphics card last year, a 1050 Ti 4GB. because my old one completely broke. 16 gig of RAM in there. The only thing that's sort of slow is the i5 3.2 processor. Had that overclocked to 4.2 since I got it, and yeah, I'm very happy with my computer. It's very good, video editing, photo editing, gaming, whatever. Lovely jubbly. So now on to some actual, non-computery items. Firstly, we've got some books. If you remember, the last video had that really big, thick mafia book, The Five Families, and that was about the 5 families in New York, of course. This one is The Battle for Las Vegas, The Law versus the Mob. Obviously, a lot of this goes through stuff with Lefty Rosenthal and Tony Spilotro, who were the main characters for the Casino film. Basically, the Casino film is based on real life events, what happened in Las Vegas. Although I think the film actually didn't have Tony Spilotro, they renamed his character, despite the fact it was clearly the same character. Why they did that, I don't know. But yeah, it's very interesting because you got lots of the guy who wrote it. I think worked with the police at the time, and he's interviewed tons of old policemen, mobsters who were turned on the mob and gave evidence against them, and people who worked in the casinos, worked with the mob, knew these guys. So there's a ton of different accounts of different points of view and how things were for them. So you got people who worked for the mob in the casinos who enjoyed the time there. The mob guys were very friendly with them. They were good to them, gave them a good wage, were friendly with it, helped them out when they could. And that's how a lot of the casinos were run. They were run very well and efficiently. It's just the fact that they were also stealing a ton of money untaxed, and killing people and stuff if they didn't pay gambling debts and things. Yeah, so very interesting read. I'm currently reading that. There's the old bookie mark. I'm almost halfway through it. It's not a particularly long book, especially compared to the last one. And continuing Mafia books, I have this one on The Outfit. The Outfit is the Chicago mob, and the Chicago mob are very tied into the Battle for Las Vegas book as well, because it was the Chicago mob that sent Lefty Rosenthal and Tony Spilotro to basically run things. So the Chicago mob, The Outfit, most people know it for Al Capone. He's the most famous of the mob guys down there, but he was not the only one, and he was certainly not the best, quote unquote, in terms of running it and making money. And there are a lot of guys who were behind the scenes that most people don't know about, because they think the Chicago mob, they think Al Capone, they don't think of the guys behind the scenes that purposely didn't want to be known. So very interested to learn a lot more about The Outfit in this nice big thick book when I get to it. And lastly now, some Blu-rays. So my friend gave me a ton of old DVDs and a couple of Blu-rays, said he was getting rid of them, he's basically gone all digital now. He said, take these, keep what you want, the rest, trade them in at sex, and that's what I did, and got a sex voucher. But there was one Blu-ray that I wanted to keep, and that is Taken, starring Liam Neeson. Really fun action flick. Obviously, it's the first of the series. They made 3, I think, and then a TV show. The first one is definitely the best. His daughter gets kidnapped, and he has a very specific set of skills, and goes and finds her, hunts her down, and kills everyone that gets in his way. Just a quality fun action flick, and Liam Neeson's really good in it. So happy to own that on Blu-ray. Next, this one I bought for one particular reason. Well, 2 particular reasons. One is that I like it because I've seen it. The other one is, when I bought the mouse was $19.99 on Amazon. Amazon only give free delivery on non-book items. I think books is only £10 you have to spend to get free delivery to encourage reading, which is good. But yeah, £20 free delivery, that was $19.99. It was going to cost more to pay for delivery on the mouse than it was to buy this Blu-ray with the mouse and get free delivery, so that's why I got it. But it is a really fun film, and that is 7 Psychopaths. Yeah, I am a very big fan of this. Colin Farrell, Sam Rockwell, who is the absolute star of the film, Woody Harrelson, Christopher Walken. Basically, Colin Farrell is a writer having a hard time coming up with a new film, and his friend Sam Rockwell, his character, basically comes up with this idea of 7 psychopaths and all the, So the film is basically going over the 7 psychopaths and what the characters are, and turns out a lot of them are based on real people within this world. There's a couple of twists here and there. It's very, very good, very interesting watch. I was kind of shocked when I watched it at first. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was on a Christopher Walken kick at one point, watching a bunch of his films. This one came up, it's like, ooh, that sounds interesting. Watched it, very surprised. So very happy to get this. It's nice and cheap on Blu-ray if you want it. Absolutely go for it. And lastly, we have 2 Marvel Blu-rays for the MCU. So firstly is Black Panther. Really good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it, although I think it gets a little bit overrated. Just a tad. It's a good film, it is, but for me it's kind of middle of the pack rather than, you know, one of the best MCU films. But just my opinion, still a great film, deserving of a lot of praise, and the Black Panther character is very interesting. It was pretty new to me. I knew of the Black Panther, just didn't know much about the Black Panther, so really nice that we got to see this film and the inclusion of him in the MCU. And lastly, Thor Ragnarok. This is the 3rd Thor film, and without a doubt the best Thor film, because it is tremendous. The first Thor film, the first Thor film is okay. It's interesting. You got the cool look of Asgard and then Thor going to Earth and being stripped of his powers. It's an interesting story, or setting up Thor in the MCU. The second one, it's bottom rung of the MCU. This one is fantastic. Tons of action, lots of comedy. You know, you got the goddess of death, as she likes to call herself. You know, Thor and Loki's sister. You got all the cool characters. Is it the Master? Is he the guy running the thing? You know, you got the Incredible Hulk, of course, with the whole Planet Hulk storyline sort of mixed in with this. Really, really good stuff. And of course, it leads right into Infinity War, so that's awesome. So, yep, those 2 added to my MCU collection. I think I only need 5 more now on Blu-ray to be 6 once Endgame comes out, and then I'll have the complete collection. So that's cool. All really good fun films in my opinion. Well, that's everything for this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe, and share the video maybe. Let me know down below what you think of any of the pickups I got, if there's anything in particular you think I should look into about buying, and let me know what non-gaming pickups you bought recently. I'll be sure to check them out in the comments below. So, I'm bigcal, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.